Marissa, Tayton's aunt, who has laryngitis. Christy, Tayton's mother.
I'm Tayton.
I'm Wendy, Tayton's Nana.
I'm Jamie, I'm Tayton's aunt, and this is Carter.
I'm Tayton's uncle.
I'm Rachel, and I'm their cousin.
I'm Ron. Tayton's Nana's brother.
So, Tayton, and on April 11th, I was driving home from work on my motorcycle when somebody took a left right into the left side of me and just kind of mangled my leg. So I went to the ER. Most people didn't think I was going to make it. I severed my femoral artery. So they say you only have like 3 minutes. I was lifted by a helicopter to Albany Med, where they started working on me. And they pretty much just put me to sleep there. And then when I woke up, they just told me what had happened. And they had to take what I had of my leg. They had to take some of it because it was just too mangled. Then I was in the hospital for 72 days. So far, I've had MRSA twice, possibly 3 times shortly here. Again, and they're saying they might have to take the rest of my leg, but we're still unsure about that. At the beginning, it was just kind of like, it's a shock. It's hard to accept that something like that can happen so quick. And then everyone around me wanted to make sure that I was safe, so they were taking time off of work and coming to visit me at the hospital for all 72 days. Just the mental mindset was the biggest thing out of everything.
So it was still in COVID, and the hospitals were either one, depending on the hospital, or Sunnyview, or the place we were, it was either 1 visitor or 2 with masks. And then every time he ended up with the infection, it turned into having to wear gowns and stuff, even though the MRSA was in the bone, so it's not something that we would get. They still had you wear stuff. And they don't allow overnights. But even though he's above 18, we didn't want to leave him. So we got special passes. Depending on the nurse staff there, they would be like, okay, just quiet, you can stay. So we had people staying overnight all the time. It was either myself, my mother, my father, who just passed of a heart attack 3 weeks ago.
And was also there with him when it happened.
Was his support. This was not anything that was planned. No prior health issues. He came home from work and was having conversations with them, sitting in his chair like any normal day, and he grabbed his chest and said, "Oh," and he hit the floor. And that was it. There went Papa in their arms. So this is just not like one event. It just keeps coming. So we really haven't had time to finish accepting or grieving this accident or how we're going to deal with this. But now what are we going to do without the one that held all of us together to get him through and stay positive? And, we're not going to take the rest of your leg. We're going to figure it out. So at this point, we're just like, it's just so much. And then his uncle, 3 weeks before Papa,
He had
had a heart attack at work and open heart surgery immediately, 7 hours long. So my father and all of us sat in the same hospital again, waiting to see if he was going to make it. So we've just had a lot of...
Right, we didn't celebrate.
Just haven't had a break, basically. Haven't had a break.
So it's still affecting our lives every day as far as missing time off of work. We've all maxed out our family paid medical leave act. And then as soon as I maxed mine out, I actually left my job of 23 years and started a new job. So now I have no time, no insurance myself, because you have to wait 60 days when you start a new job for new health insurance. So now trying to pay all of that, his stuff. And then we did have a benefit, motorcycle benefit for him that raised $12,000. And we just used that entire benefit money to, he wrote a check and paid for the funeral services for my father. He said, I'm not leaving that to any of you guys. I'm doing it. So his benefit money that we did raise for him paid for Papa's funeral. So it's just been, it's hard. But we have a large family and we have a huge support system. And now this is even, when she got a hold of me, when Rachel got a hold of me and said, Christy, I think that Tayton would be a really good recipient choice to give the marathon dance. And I said, we can try. It's not like we need it or we want it. It will be extremely helpful. I'm sure there's so many more people out there that deserve it and need it too. So we're grateful that he was chosen. And at this point, it's not even about money. It's just watching you guys do what you do, being a part of this just to see how it's done for even other people.
And that was kind of the best part. Even though I've taught here for so long, I've left everything a surprise to them so that they can embrace and experience everything as if they didn't know what it was. I thought that would be the best way for them to not hear it from me, but to see it themselves. So they really are coming into this with very little knowledge, and I think they're going to be so blown away. That's the best part.
I mean, I've seen it on TV. You see commercials, and you're like, oh, that looks fun. That looks so fun. But because we don't have any family besides Rachel now that's a part of this community, because we're South, yeah, it's crazy to see how much is going into it. You would think it's just, oh, the kids at a school are having a dance. Cool. We have dances every Friday, you know, but this is so much bigger than that.
For the biggest part, a lot of the bills, I know that's going to be a big help as far as taking that off my shoulders to pay for the bills. Get that stuff out of the way so I don't have to worry about that for the rest of my life. Because I've racked up quite a bill. Big one.
Strangers that don't know him or don't know our family or don't know us have compassion and love, because it's not the world that we see, that we live in anymore. He grew up with Nana and Papa, who raised us. So we were all taught, you know, family values, you know, morals, work ethic, respect. And it seems as though this group of people in this school that are doing this have been lucky enough to have parents who have taught them that too, and that you guys have taken that on, because there's not a lot of kids anymore. The world is much different from when I was younger. I only wish that you guys could all come back to when I grew up or my parents grew up, because it was so different. We're just so fast now. Like, we're all in a hurry to get where? To grow up and die. We got to slow down. Really. We're fast. We want to do this. We want to do that. We want to have a better car than this person, a better job, a better house. Look at me. And that's what we focus on, and not family. And having accidents like this happen, or major traumatic events in people's lives, slow you down and make you realize that not a single one of those things matter.
Well, for me, it was a surprise. I didn't know anything about it. It was a surprise, and I thought I was gonna have to dance with one leg for 20 hours. But my mom had done this, and Rachel had done this without me even knowing, so it was all a surprise to me. I just want to say thank you to everyone who's doing this. It's all a surprise to me, but I appreciate everyone who's helping and doing something to help out, because it means a lot. It really does.
Yes, thank you, everybody who has taken part in this, whether it's phone calls, paperwork, every little every little piece and part that you play makes a huge
just
role in this,
telling
not just for
somebody.
us. Telling your friends, posting on your Facebook, sharing YouTube videos, just letting people in the community know as you push other people and family and friends to raise money for an event like this is huge.
I just want to say thank you to all my students who worked tirelessly, literally from kindergarten through 12th grade to make this happen, all the community members, and I just feel lucky to be able to present this family to you because they're very worthy.
Thank you, dancers. Go Bulldogs!